Israel has a list of hostages that Hamas says they will release tomorrow. We do not know who's on that list. Hamas is holding over 200 hostages, including 10 Americans, including Abigail. We told you her story. President Biden wasn't able to tell us if or when they might be released.
We don't know what the list of all the hostages are and when they'll be released, but we know the numbers they're going to be released. So it's my hope and expectation they'll be soon.
Families with missing moms, dads, children, brothers, sisters, and grandparents are living in a nightmare, anxiously waiting to see if their family will be released next, like the family of 10-month-old Kafir, who we just told you about, who was kidnapped, along with his 4-year-old brother, Ariel, and their parents, too. And the family of my next guest, Omer Lubaton Granot, a mom and her 3 kids were kidnapped, their father and siblings killed. Omer Lubaton Granot is the founder of the Hostages and Missing Families Forum in New York. Omer, thank you very much for taking the time to join me.
Thank you for having me.
Your family that's in captivity, I want to ask you about them. So Chen is the mother, and then you have Agam, Gal, and Tal, 17, 11, and 9 years old. Tell me about them. What are they like?
Indeed. On October 7th, my cousin Chen became a hostage, a widow, and a bereaved mother on the same day. She was taken hostage with her 3 children, beautiful, happy, sport-loving, educated children. With Chen, she was a social worker. She was very devoted to her children. And her husband, Nadav, and their eldest daughter, Yam, was murdered in their house. The heart can't bear what they've been through, and we're eagerly waiting to see them back home.
I want to underscore what you just said. In a moment, she became a hostage, a widow, a bereaved mother, and the question becomes, does she even know it? Does she know that 2 of her family members are lost?
We don't know. You know, the tragedy is it's hard to understand, but we are trying to be focused on what we can do. And this is work here in the US, work in Israel, all the families devoted and dedicated to this cause, because our family, we know what terror is. Exactly 20 years ago, before the October 7 attack, our family suffered another terror attack when there was a terror attack on a restaurant in Haifa. And other cousins of ours, 5 family members, were murdered on the same day, 3 days before it happened. We know the price, we know the consequences, and we are working very hard to bring them back home. And it's not only about our family, it's about all the families that are there.
Yeah. Omer, you know, when you hear something like the Israeli government has a list, we know 13 freed today, 13 hopefully tomorrow, what do? Do you just look at your phone and hope it lights up with the call from the government and with the knowledge that your family is among those to be released? What is that waiting game like?
You do. You wait. I think the whole nation is waiting with us. Yeah. And I think that, like Shachar said before me, when we deal with Hamas, you can't know until you see them with your own eyes. And even the list today was surprising. Like we heard the story of Hannah Katzir, which we thought she was dead. Like other stories. You have to understand, families were separated again. They were kidnapped on October 7th, and they were separated now. Fathers left behind. I am a father to a 2.5 years old. And the fathers are not even in the list. The children were taken from them and got back to Israel, thanks God. We're thrilled to have them. It's a happy day. It's the good news that we needed. It gives us hope and strength. But I want to mention that most of the families that were released today still have loved ones that are still inside. Chaim Perry, he is 79 years old. Abraham Munder, 78. Gadi Moses, he's 79. Sharon Cunio Aloni, she have 2 beautiful twins. Emma and Yuli, they are only 3 years old, the age of my son. I can't imagine the pain, and we will not rest until we will see all of them back home, because it's only the first step of the deal. We want to see it's getting complete on the next few days, and then we want to have more deals, because we need to bring them home.
Yes, Omer, I have a 4-year-old, I have a 1-year-old, and my family prays for yours. Thank you so much, Omer.
Thank you.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.